It's little 18-volt batteries. The reason why this was so appealing to me is because I thought to myself, you know, what if you're out for the day? You're away from, you don't have any way to recharge your battery. You've already run it for 3 hours. It's like, what do? Buy yourself extra batteries, charge them overnight, and have a whole bunch of them on hand. So anyway, that one that plugs into there. Your lid closes, and you got the on-off switch here. When I wind up mounting this back over here and have the whole system, all I have to do is I'm going to have to figure out how to pull the switch out of here and just pull the toggle switch out and just rewire it so I could have an actual switch up in the dash, so I could just go click and then turn it on. But anyway, I got the pickup tube set in there, and all you do is turn it on like that. It primes itself almost immediately. And if you walk around to the front here, you take a look out on this low right here, you can see all the mist coming out of there. Like I said, I ran the engine first without the mist nozzles on so it could get up to operating temperature. Today it's about 90 to 95 degrees, about 30% humidity. And I got the engine up to 210, and I had it sitting there probably for about 5 minutes or so with the mister nozzles on, just idling, no AC or anything. And I went back inside after about 5 minutes, and the temperature just barely started to come down out of 210. Maybe it went down like maybe 3 degrees, but kind of lost my train of thought there. But anyway, I left it running. I turned the AC on. I drove about 5 miles home. I pulled up in the driveway here. I shut the AC off, and I purposely let it run, just sitting here idling. By the time I had gotten home, even though I was running the AC, the temperature had gone down to the next mark, below 210, which I have no idea what that is exactly. If it's 190, 185, whatever it is. But just sitting here in the driveway, just sitting here idling, you would think like, okay, it's idling, it's not pulling a whole lot of air, but I'm hoping that with this mist on there, that it stayed at that one line before 210, whatever that may be, like 190 degrees, 185, just like I said, repeating myself. But I'm hoping this will help people, you know, people especially like mass off-road recovery. Not that you're going to be running this constantly, because when he's running this off-road in the dirt, you can imagine with all the sand and all the dirt and everything going here with this mist, it would just cake everything with mud. This is more so to where, you know, he just got done yanking somebody out of the sand, and it took like, you know, 2 pulls or 6 pulls or whatever it took, and now he's stopped, he's already got him out, he's rolling stuff up, he's talking, he's going on to the next one. While it's just sitting there running, idling, he could have this mister running to where it's drawing that cool air, and hopefully that'll help drop it a few degrees. And as long as you're not running it, I'm hoping that as long as you're not running it off-road in a very sandy, very like dirt-filled environment, that it's going to help you cool off. I'm hoping it's going to help me cool off too. I don't know if I already mentioned this before. I avoid going through any drive-thrus now when it's over 100 degrees out, because if you're stuck in the drive-thru for 10 or 15 minutes, you got to sit there with all your windows down and bake inside your car. But now I'm hoping I could sit there with the AC on, you know, like a normal person, and run this no problem, and actually not have, even if it stays right at 210, I'm hoping that it doesn't overheat. This, of course, these nozzles are supposed to pull, there's conflicting opinions online, they're supposed to pull anywhere between like a half a gallon per hour to 1 gallon per hour. I only wanted to put 2 in there, but it's a lot of surface area across the front here. And I'm thinking if I only had 1 here and 1 here, you're really not doing anything to the center there. And the only reason why I wanted to run 2 instead of 4, because every single nozzle that you run will consume another half a gallon of water per hour, or another gallon of water per hour. I ran this, and excuse me again if I mentioned this before, but I ran this for about a half an hour continuously with that thing on, and it went, and with the 4 mister nozzles here, it went through 1 gallon of water. And basically it's just as simple as that. I'm probably gonna wind up keeping the system the way it is. Hopefully this small RYOBI pump here will be able to to keep up the pressure that I need. But my future plans, just to try it, I might wind up buying that pump from Harbor Freight just to see if it puts out a higher pressure so you have more. It'll still be a mist, but it'll be like closer to a fog instead of a mist. And we'll just see how it runs. I just have to wait for a hot day now. Check it out.